Alright, you guys, it is time for Cyclocross. I don't know what I'm doing per usual, but we are going to a cyclocross race. Believe it or not, I've actually done a few of these, and these are an absolute blast. Like, for real, they're just, it's like mountain biking and road biking combined with like a bunch of obstacles, and it's like amazing. It's probably the most fun I've had on two wheels, albeit probably the most difficult. I'm drinking coffee. I know y'all are gonna find this hard to believe. I know normal people will probably be like, hey man, you're about to race a really strenuous race. Don't get your heart rate too high already. You know, I live at 165. All right, we've derailed. We're gonna edit that. Cut. And we're back. Okay, so we're heading to Garland for what I believe is called the Resolution Cup, maybe? I'm not exactly sure what it's called, and it doesn't really matter. I'm sure I'll get the title right when I title the video on the YouTubes. We're going out here. I am racing. I signed up for the 3-4-5 race because I'm a Cat 3 road. I don't know how this works. Like, a few years ago, I did a bunch of their races and tried to upgrade to Cat 3 officially, and they were like, oh no, these aren't USAC sanctioned. So I'm just still a Cat 4 cyclocross racer, which I'm not tooting my own horn. That seems relatively unfair to everybody else because I should probably be at least a Cat 3. Anyway, I've derailed that. Again, 2 weeks we have the state championship crit race, and that's really what I'm getting ready for. I guess there I'm racing Cat 4. I don't know if that's USAC sanctioned or not. I just don't know. It's so freaking confusing. So anyway, my race is 10 a.m. It is 7:30. We're heading to Garland, and I am ready to go. Need to edit that out as well. Let's talk about the plan. The plan is to win. Y'all should know this by now. The field didn't look very big when I looked last night. And so, yeah, the goal is to go out really hard and strong. That's how cyclocross is. You just put out all the watts at the beginning and then you continue to put out all the watts. I wish that was a joke. So, that's the plan. Hopefully I win. We get a podium shot. Make McKinney Velo proud, and get to have a beer after the race. It was supposed to rain, it's not, and I'm super disappointed about that. So anyway, let's get to Garland. Let's race bikes. I'll see y'all in a minute. P.S. I bought a new mountain bike that's a carbon hardtail. Okay, bye.
Aren't you glad you woke up early for this?
Why are you running it? Aren't you supposed to ride up that?
Faster if you ride.
Oh, you're doing it wrong. Okay, you're almost in first. If you rode up that, you would definitely be in first.
Aren't you glad you woke
Next
up
time, ride up it.
Well, there's the old pack.
Isn't that a road
It's
helmet?
A throwback jersey
This
day.
isn't a road race. If you zipped up your jersey, you'd be faster. How old are these guys? They all have white hair. I don't get it.
You will.
I feel like they have something in common here. How do y'all do this with bad knees? Oh, that does not look like as much fun as it did earlier. Bradberry, I think you're faster than this guy. I don't have anything positive, so keep going.
Okay, you guys, I brought my drone to this awesome race. A little bit of footage here. Looking at the parking lot there, registration's bottom right. We're gonna kind of fly out over the course here so you can get an idea of what cyclocross is like. This is absolute chaos. Who designed this? I'll never know. But it's just insanity. Yeah, looking to the left is kind of the lower section. You kind of climb uphill there. There's where I crashed out into the tree, goes off into the woods. This is just insanity. But I wanted y'all to get an idea of what this looks like. So you, here in a minute, we'll kind of fly over the staircase so you can see that. Yeah, so here is the staircase right there at the top, right by the registration tent is where, you know, we have to dismount, run up that little staircase there, come around the hill, you do a left and a right. I mean, it's just amazing. It makes no sense, and that's why I love it. And then you ride off into the trees there. Couldn't get any cool footage with the drone down in the trees, but man, look at the beautiful fall colors here in Texas.
Jack, say hi.
All right, y'all, there was Bradberry and Jack. Here we are at the start. I messed up, and I didn't actually start my watch there, but I started in the front row because I belong here. Immediately, I'm in second place, and I'm okay with that because that is Jack on the right. Yeah, that's right. That is my crit racing taco buddy, Jack. I think he's only 17, but I'll follow his will. We're doing some work here. I am very happy following his will into the woods here. So here we go. I'm in second place. I am perfectly happy with this. Stand by. I have some scotch here. I'm going to take a sip. Oh man, that's great. All right, we are running into the woods here. I'm in second place. Since I didn't start my watch, this data is not accurate. My placing there at the top is accurate. I am in second place. The power is not accurate. Secondly, there's no heart rate data here because number one, I'm a horrible YouTuber. Number two, my heart rate monitor didn't connect. It connected to my wrist, which my wrist heart rate monitor is not accurate, but I see a good opportunity to pass Jack here in a minute, and I think I'm going to go for it. The plan, like I said, was to go hard, and I'm going pretty hard here. This is difficult, but I'm going to see a spot here in a minute, and I'm going to run around him because I look back right there, and I can immediately see, yeah, there's a few people with us, at least 5 or 6. So I come around Jack here, take that, and yeah, moved up into first here. This is my wipeout spot. Not that time, but yeah, there's a little gap there as you can see, but still there's 4 or 5 guys right with us. I can tell, you know, we're not immediately riding away from anyone. This is uphill right here, and every time I did this, I put in some work. You will see on the second lap here in a minute that I really, I mean, I'm putting 500, 600, 700 watts every time up these hills. This again here, a little bit of uphill, you go straight, and then we're going to hang a right, I think. No, a U-E. Turn left, and I think we're going to have an uphill. Yeah, uphill here. This is uphill every time, and I am just doing work. Well, here in a minute, some gentleman in a pink kit is going to come by me. Don't know who this guy was, but he was clearly looking pretty strong. And I like his kit. It says something sassy on the back. Let's see. Here he comes. There it is. Something boy? What does it say? Spicy boys? Anyway. Yeah, so he passes me, and I'm okay with that because I'm still feeling all right. I'm pretty happy with my position right now. But I'm going to follow anybody that goes at this point. So here we are coming up towards the staircase you saw in the drone shots. And we're going to dismount for this. I tried to ride it one time in the pre-ride, and it just didn't make a lot of sense. I was faster running it. And yeah. So here we're going to do that right and that left turn, kind of a zigzag. We're going to dive into the woods. I quickly realized Spicy Boy in front of me is not as proficient as the technical sections as I am, so I'm actually riding right up behind him in the technical stuff. I also noticed on this downhill every time that my brakes were really squishy. Probably should have gotten those tuned before the race, but yeah, this is some off-camber, gnarly terrain here. I tried to ride this in pre-ride. Probably could have. I just don't think it would have been efficient. And then plus we have this log I jump over right there. You run downhill here. Sorry it's so Blair Witchy. And then we finally get back on here. So we'll come out of the woods and we'll make a U-turn. And then we're going to come back into the trees. And that's when I noticed Spicy Boy, his technical skill is not, again, it's just not as proficient as I am. So I'm getting way too close to him, and at one point, you know, we back up a little bit because he kind of goes too slow up a hill, and I have to dismount briefly, put a foot down, and the guy behind me has to put a foot down right, I think it's right here after this downhill. Yeah, right here. You know what? No, maybe that wasn't it. Stand by. But here we are, riding. This is it. Yeah. He goes too slow up that. I had to dismount briefly. Guy behind me. Sorry about that, bud. And yeah, so he's just not as smooth as I would like to see. I can go much faster through this. In fact, I think my second or my third lap was my fastest lap. It was like 5 minutes, 17 seconds. One of the faster laps. Definitely the fastest lap for our race. But yeah, so I'm going to pass him in a minute to get back into first. But this section here, I would just fly through every time. Really just push the power through here. Yeah, there we go. And I go for it. So get back into first here. And spoiler alert, this is where I'm going to stay for the rest of the race. These sections here, I quickly realized that as a roadie and a crit racer, this is where I need to do work, and I did. Here in a minute, I'll realize that my watch isn't on. You'll see me glance at the watch because it's telling me, hey, you're in power save mode. And I'm like, what? That means I haven't started. Here I go. I'll look at it here. Any minute. There we go. Yeah, I'm like, wait, what? Start. All right, so I'll start the watch. Power is now accurate, and we're doing 500 watts. Yeah, so I mean, I'm holding over 400 there on that flat section. Back into the woods here. I was supposed to be Zwifting tonight, but I got a brand new hardtail mountain bike that I just put together, and I love it. So I had a beer. Put that bike together, and then I decided I should probably commentate this video. Look at that, 600 watts, 640. I didn't realize, I'm so happy I had a power meter for this, because you're just going to see 600 or 700 way more times than you ever will in a crit race. But that's okay, because it's super cool. Alright, so we get back into this open section here. Every chance I get on these open sections, I'm just going to put down some power and do my best to put everybody behind me in the hurt locker. So, coming out of these corners, you know, yeah, hitting 420. And I think that's going to kind of be the theme here. We'll see. Yeah, so 6 something there. That's just mind-boggling. I haven't watched all this all the way through. I do edit a lot of this video out because, man, I want you guys to just... I want y'all to get to enjoy this. I don't want it to be a beating to watch all this. If y'all want the unedited version, maybe let me know, but I edit out the boring stuff of me just riding around in first place. Again, 580 watts out of that corner. Now I'm going uphill on that uphill section doing 560, just kind of like holding over 5 there for a minute. Back into 460. Yeah, just awesome. This was an absolute blast. And I really enjoyed getting to, you know, I'm happy that I was able to get a good start and get out to the front and really just do work. There's 600 watts again. 508. Let's see what I do up this hill. Yeah, 600 watts. 475. 500. Love it. So every time I got the chance to display my prowess, I did that. And I knew as a crit racer and a road racer, that's what I needed to do, was apply that power when I had the chance. There's 560 up this hill. But yeah, my tech skill is honestly pretty good for a road racer. You compare me to folks like Kenneth Wagner, if you're watching this video, you know, that dude has great tech skill, because that's just what they do. I do that enough that I'm pretty dang good at it, but I'm not as good as those guys. I'm going to work hard to make this video better than the other ones, just kind of the editing quality. Still working with this new video editing software, and I feel like every time I do voiceovers like this, my voice is really trebly. So I'm going to see if I can edit the way it sounds, so it sounds like better quality. So I really hope everything on this video is good. Really, after a few laps, started to dread this section. I'm a really good runner. I don't enjoy running during bike races, but I do tend to excel here at these areas. A lot of good folks out here cheering us on. That was always nice every time. Man, just watching the power data is blowing my mind. I didn't realize, you know, how many 400, 500, 600 watt efforts there were in this race. Once I got into the front, though, oh my goodness, I think I just hit 800. I think once I got out into the lead and I was feeling good, you know, at one point here I actually noticed, man, there's 800 watts again. There's somebody behind me, and it looks like it's just me and him. At some point, I'm like, hey, are you back there? Because I'm wondering who that is, you know. And the guy's like, yeah, man, I'm right back here. And I'm like, whoa, that dude sounded way too calm for how I felt. Fortunately for me, I think he either had a mechanical or a flat or something happened, because he was there 1 minute and the next minute he was not. So I don't know what happened to him. But yeah, here I come rolling through this section, just flying. Love that spot. Really saw this area as a chance to push, as well as that last technical section we went through. I was really pushed through that. But yeah, trying to push some, 400 here through this section. Just keep those watts up and continue to try to pull away here. Hit a new power PR yesterday doing 2x20s, 328 watts for 20 minutes. My goal earlier this year when I started working on my FTP was 330 for 20. Well, I'm already there. And so I don't know where I'm going to be next season. If I keep working on it, I don't know. I feel like I can be up there a ways. I think I'm going to be over 330 for sure. So really happy with that. So there's 440 watts pushing up this paved section, 470, and we're getting back into the woods. So we're coming up. I think this is lap 3, and I think we do 7 laps ultimately. You guys will be happy to know I only ran 35 psi, maybe 35 pounds of pressure, roughly, give or take. I'm getting much better at that. So that section there gave me a chance to see how far ahead or back I was. By the end of the race, I was able to see second place coming into the woods as I was coming out. And so that was, I don't want to say uplifting, but it's very motivating to see that either the gap was staying the same or getting slightly larger. I think laps 4 and 5, second place was actually slightly faster than I was, but all my other laps were the fastest. Yeah, and so at some point right here, I'm going to wipe out. Man, 770 watts. Just doing the work up this hill. 560, so staying over 500 watts right here. And I knew, again, that was just my chance to do that. So cyclocross, if you're thinking about trying this sport out, this is really just about multiple repeated 10, 15 second efforts and very minimal recovery. You really had to find spots where you could recover a little bit. But when I say recover, I just mean not apply 600 watts. I mean like apply 80 watts for a few seconds. Here we are going back uphill, and it's going to be 500 watts the whole time. Jeez, 600. It's nice, making gains this off season, so it's good to see these numbers. Mateo, if you're watching the race, I am not peaking too soon. This is the time to fine tune all that. And here we are doing 400 again, 500 up that hill. These off-camber sections were awesome, albeit super difficult. I think that was second place there, you saw. So I already got a little bit of a gap here, and I'm just going to continue to work on opening that up. Man, I love a good peated scotch. I think I'm coming down with a cold, which is amazing that I set a new 20-minute power record yesterday. Meanwhile, I'm potentially getting sick. All right. So we'll dive back into the woods here. And I'm just constantly looking over my shoulder there on those U-turns, trying to see what kind of gap I have. I wish you could see how gnarly this off-camber was right here. So that section, I would notice I really wasn't gaining a lot of ground, but this section, this next wooded technical section here, I tended to put some time on the competitors, the other guys here. I enjoyed this section. I came into this pretty fast every time. Yeah, I just felt like I really found good lines through here. At some point, we're going to kind of start to catch the, I think, the back of our race. We also raced with under 18, and like I said, I think it was some Masters, but I don't know exactly what Masters it was. Maybe it was just under 40 or over 40. I'm not sure. Because I think they also had like an over 50 and over 60. That was the group that I heckled at the beginning of the video. So back on these straightaways, and yeah, just getting a chance to really put down the consistent power on the straightaways and continue to try to pull away. Making sure I'm staying hydrated like a true roadie. Yeah, nothing crazy this lap, so about 300 watts coming through here. It kind of kicks uphill right here, and hopefully I get back into the 400s. I guess not. 350. There's 400. Not for long, though. So, back into the woods we go. And yeah, we're going to jump ahead a little bit. We bailed on the boring section there, so I think we're probably lap 5, and this is where I'm going to wipe out. We're actually going to slow this down because I'm fairly certain I broke my thumb or sprang my right thumb. We're going to watch it in, I think, full speed, then we're going to rewind or slow down and watch it in slow speed. You'll see my right hand is gonna, the thumb doesn't actually go out, it goes in, and I spranged it or jammed it or something, and it's swollen and it won't really bend. Please don't tell my work. But I think this is it. Let's see. There it is. I pick up the bike. Just slow-mo. We're going to do it twice. We're going to do it even slower. Look at my right hand. Look at that thumb. I think it went straight into the ground there, folded up. Here, slow-mo again. See the way my thumb is bent? I think when my wrist or my ground... Look at my arms. I'm jacked. Yeah, I think I just spranged it or jammed that thumb. But I grabbed that bike quick, and I am back on it. 740 watts. So I am doing 500 all the way up this hill to make sure I maintain that gap. All the spectators were extremely friendly here. They were like, man, great job getting back up. And I'm like, was there an option? Look at these guns. These are crit guns. I'd say I'm a sprinter, but we all know that's just not true. What kind of racer am I? An all-arounder? I wonder if I stopped drinking whiskey if I'd be a faster crit racer. Probably not. 485, 70? Yeah, 570 this time. Wiping sweat out of my eyes at 500, 600 watts. Yeah, just amazing. Yeah, so that was lap 5. So I think we're going to get to finish it out here together. We're going to watch laps 5 and 6. And this is where I'm going to start catching. I've been catching people, but I think I even edited out catching BRADBERRY, which is super disappointing on my part because I heckle BRADBERRY. Because he deserves it, because I lap him. That's right. I lapped the BRADBERRY. And there was a single speeder that I passed. And I was like, I called out left. He got pretty frustrated with me because I didn't pass him immediately. He was like, if you're going to call it, you need to go. And I'm like, bro, I thought this was cyclocross, not mountain biking. Like, you don't need to be so hardcore, but he was hardcore. I would say I'm not hardcore, but I'm kind of hardcore now. I want to win. I don't want to lose. And back into the trees we go. I really hated being behind somebody coming into the woods here because I felt like I was a little bit quicker, and it was always a little awkward. Is that BRADBERRY? That's BRADBERRY! Oh, look at that. I went on the outside. He's mad at me. He's like, you messed up my line. It's not true. His line was just bad. Mine was good. I'm kidding, Jason. Oh, anyway. My day's complete. I lapped Bradbury in a 5-minute lap race, so that's pretty good. I'm 5 minutes ahead. He acted really surprised that I won. He was like, how did you win? I'm like, I don't know. I think I just rode harder. Little does everybody know, I've actually been training pretty hard and focused. Not just willy-nilly like I normally do. Meanwhile, I was supposed to be riding tonight. Here I am drinking whiskey and editing cyclocross videos. I'll make up for it tomorrow, I hope. Plus, it's Thanksgiving week, and I'm planning on working out quite a bit if I can. And fishing with my kiddos if it's not too cold, because we love bass fishing now. Alright, we're going to catch somebody else. Again, looking for that good spot to pass here. I do not want to get caught up behind somebody at this point and lose time. You can really easily lose time getting caught up behind folks, and so you got to be a little aggressive in your pass there. Let them know you're coming and go for it. Man, this corner was sketch. But make it through. Apply the watts. Man, we just watch and repeat. This is the same thing over and over. Me just dropping watt bombs. And again, drinking water. Good. Sorry about the lens. Man, camera position is primo this time. Really aced it. This may or may not be the last lap. In my mind, I'm probably praying this is the last lap, because this is just the hardest sport ever. $400 again. My normalized power was only 285 or something. I couldn't believe it. Granted, it missed the entire first lap, which was probably pretty good, but still. These open sections were good for me. Sorry, checking out my new mountain bike behind me. I ordered a Fox shock that's coming tomorrow. Gonna upgrade that and sell the stock rock shocks that came on it. Very builder grade components, so I'm gonna switch a lot of that out pretty quick if I can, and then ultimately put some electronic drivetrain on there. I cannot believe I'm putting an electronic drivetrain on a mountain bike, but that's where I find myself nowadays. 600 watts. Y'all like my new gloves? I'm loving these things. I think this is the single speed mountain biker that was not a fan. If you're gonna go, go dude. I'm trying, bruh. I'm trying. 600 watts. Just 460 all the way up that hill. It's about the best I got. I don't know what my heart rate was, but it was high. The whole stinking time. 500 up this hill. I'm gonna work on a thumbnail for this race. Don't know what it's gonna be. Like I've said the last few videos, man, I'm just not getting a lot of views per video. I get that. Like, it's kind of a niche spot, to be honest. What was that? Amber alert. Yeah, videos aren't getting a ton of views, but that's okay. It does really seem to peak around Tulsa Tough and then just kind of like fades off through the year. My cyclocross videos never do well, but hopefully this one does okay. Plus, I feel like it's fun. I win. I forgot to put a photo of my podium shot in this thing. Maybe I'll put one at the very end. I'll edit some more tomorrow, get this thing posted. Hopefully by Wednesday afternoon or Thursday morning. This editing is just taking more time than it used to with this new software. Whiskey break. New bicycle came with some platform pedals. That's awesome. You can put those on my unicycle. That's right, I have an off-road unicycle. There's 430 watts. I should make an off-road unicycle video. Y'all leave comments about whether you would like to see that or not. $700 and this really ended up being one of my favorite sections of the course because I was able to make time up here. I felt proficient, felt smooth. Man, it was just beautiful too, just super fun. Maybe it was more fun because I was winning. I don't know. Good, catching somebody here, let him know I'm there. Good, he lets me go through. For real, what a bizarre sport. I'm so happy we have this in the North Texas area. Can't believe Garland allows us to do this. It's freaking awesome. Alright, let's see if this is the last lap or not. No, we've got one more to go. On the very last lap, I pass the guy in the pink kit. I think he had a mechanical too. Yeah, I'm asking him one to go, and they confirm one lap to go. So we do over 360 watts through here. As soon as I say that, I dropped to 270. But let's get back into the 400s, please. No? Oh, there we go. 400 something watts. Better, better. All right. So when we come out of the woods this time, kind of look off to the right, and you'll be able to see second place. And really gives you an idea of the gap here. I did an unboxing video of the new bike. And let's see if we see second. We don't even see him there. So he's far enough back there that he's not even in the woods yet. So I know here, I've realized last lap or two, as long as I don't get a mechanical, this race is mine. So it feels good and really bad because I am in a lot of pain, really pushing through here and just maintaining the effort. But I know that I should be able to do that. And so I'm kind of enjoying this a little bit, knowing I'm finally going to win a race and something that feels like a real accomplishment. Winning any race on a bicycle nowadays just seems so difficult for me as I'm getting older, but especially to win a cyclocross race, man, it's cool. 700 watts. Hopefully I'm going to get a 2 or 3 hour ride tomorrow on Zwift. I haven't ridden outside since the state road race like a month and a half ago, except for the mountain bike race 2 weeks ago and now the cyclocross race. I don't even ride outside anymore. That's incredible. Much less mountain bike or cycle. I don't train technical stuff at all. I just ride Zwift. Sorry, my batteries. Okay, we got 21 minutes left, hopefully. Okay, so we're still pushing 400 up this hill. 500. Oh, still got it. I still got it. Still working, making sure I keep that gap open. Don't want to mess it up. I will say, using the editing software I'm using now for the overlay is much easier to sync than the Garmin software was, but it's nowhere near as good. Putting the position up there in the top left, you know, using DaVinci is difficult, but it's kind of fun. I don't know, let me know if y'all enjoy seeing what place I'm in. This only really works during mountain bike or cyclocross races, but I don't know, I kind of like it. Adds a new dimension, I guess. It's good. Pass this guy while I'm running. Gotta pass when you can in these races. And get on the bike and apply 450 watts, just like that. Just is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, back into my favorite section one more time. See what kind of power we apply here. 885 watts. Final hurrah. Really loved this section here. I just felt fluid again. Hitting 720 watts. Back to 600, just up and down and up and down. Not a consistent, it's just amazing. Just a different type of racing, but I enjoy it. All right, I know this is it. I made it. So I'm going to come out of the woods here, cross the line for first place. Super excited. Hope y'all enjoyed the video here. Make sure you like, subscribe. There's the guy that was had passed me early in the race. But yeah, like and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Thank you for watching. Again, I super appreciate it. I love doing this. It's really just more of a hobby than anything. I no longer expect to actually make any money at this, but I still enjoy doing it. Editing it and just getting y'all to, letting y'all see the inside of a race like this is super fun. Not a view a lot of people get to see. So enjoy the post-race stuff. Leave some comments. Let me know what y'all think about it. And guys, I will see y'all on the next race. See y'all later.
All right, we are leaving Garland, Texas. Guys, I won the 3-4-5 race. There was also juniors and I think maybe some masters, but I don't really know. Doesn't really matter at this point. I won the race outright, and I won the 3-4-5 race, which is the one I registered for. I got a tire. I got one tan sidewall tire. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this, but super excited about having it. I super messed up and didn't start my timer on my watch until the second lap. I got an alert saying it was going to power save mode, which indicated, hey, you need to start your timer. I'm so bad at this YouTube stuff. I just got to get better at it. Thank y'all for watching my stupid channel. I hope the video itself is cool, but it's probably not going to be because I won the race and there's not a lot to see other than me just riding by myself on some really cool terrain. I'm gonna have to edit all this so that it seems normal, even though it's probably not. I will see y'all in 2 weeks at the state cyclocross championships. I'm gonna go, I think I'm gonna enter the 3-4-5 race again, same thing. Hopefully I can win that. If you're as good as me, you can win some tan sidewall cyclocross tires. Again, not sure what I'm gonna do with one tan tire. It is what it is. Thank y'all for watching. See you next time. Later, y'all.